Welcome to the World Monologue Games Global Finals. You are watching the main professional category here at the 2024 Globals. The final show for our season and the best of the best adult performers who have opted to go in the professional category. So at the games this year, we had about 250 performers in the regional finals across 6 different categories, and the globals are the top 90 from those 6 categories. You guys get to vote as our viewers to help select who is our global champion and who lands on the podium getting the gold, silver or bronze. So what's going to happen is at the end of the broadcast, I'll come back on, say a few words and publish a change to the description of this video, so you'll be able to find a link to the voting form down there. There are some strong adult themes and language here at the game, so please just note that if you're sensitive to any particular topic or subject matter or language, stuff like that, it may very well be in the event. If you want to show some love to our fantastic performers who are waiting in the wings right now, you can just hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. If you're watching live, drop a chat message. That'd be really great. If you're not watching live, just leave a comment. The actors always appreciate the support. That's probably all I need to say, other than just noting that we've just got such great international representation here at the games. We've had performers from over 100 countries submit to this event. We've broadcast something like 70 different countries, 75 by now, and I think there's something like 15 different countries represented at the Globals. I haven't counted, but it's something like that. So it's just really great to see actors from all around the world participating. Anyway, that's enough from me. I am going to say goodbye and hand over to our amazing global finalists. So see you all later, and I hope you enjoy World Monologue Games 2024 Global Finals main professional category.
What did you just say? I should be more grateful for my life. I can expect that from anyone, but not you. Not you. You see it all. How I suffer. My illness, my job, the loneliness, the pain, the hate, the anger, you see it all. And that is what you can tell me. To be more grateful for my life. No. I have every right to feel how I feel right now. I feel tired. I feel exhausted. I feel cheated. Because no child my age should go through the life that I go through. It is unfair. But if you feel that I should be more grateful for my life, then I don't see why you're still standing here with me. Because there's no gratitude in the air. And I am sorry that I cannot give you what you feel I should give. Leave.
I was overdrawn. That's what my card said. That's what Megan said when I went up to the teller window. She was standing, you know how she does, tapping those turquoise nails on the counter like a little drum. And so I say to Megan, well, how does that work? How does the bank let me spend money I don't have? And she gives me this look like I'm an idiot and smiles and says something about it being a service they offer. Like, by being overdrawn, they're doing me a favor. All the while, her fingernails going tap, 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 tap. You know the overdraw fee is $25? That's a lot of money to me. I don't tell Megan this, I say, and I'm real polite, can I opt out of that service so I don't get the favor of being charged $25? Sorry, sir. First time she's sirred me in all my life. It's not optional. How will you be paying your overdraw fee? And so, well, yeah, next thing you know, I've jumped the counter. I remember my breathing was quick and Megan looked kind of amused and also kind of scared. And I said, give me my $25. And she still didn't. And the rest of it, I remember in flashes, my fingernails trying to open the till, yelling at Megan, Megan rolling her eyes, the manager walking out of his office looking white as a sheet. I think I robbed the bank. I didn't mean to. I didn't take anything. Are they going to get me for that?
That was quite something, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? A show and a half. Now, I'm just going to say it, I'm nowhere near as good a lawyer as Mr. McCann is. I just don't have his panache. You heard him mention 12 Angry Men, the seminal work on the importance of justice, of considered decision-making, of reasonable doubt. And you heard him evoke the name of this great and important work because he wants you to bring that doubt and consideration into our case. Now, let me be exquisitely clear. I want you to have that doubt. I want you to give Mr. Ho the assumption of innocence, as you should anyone convicted of any crime in any court. It is your civic duty to do as such. But ladies and gentlemen, it is also your civic duty to ensure that everybody gets justice, not just Mr. Ho. You must consider Miss Wing, her family's right to justice. Julia Wing, whose body you see in this unspeakable photograph. Her life ripped away from her at barely 15, brutally murdered, strangled to death while being raped. Julia Wing, a child. And now, ladies and gentlemen, consider the eyewitnesses' testimony. I swear on my son's life, it was Mr. Ho. The DNA evidence found on Miss Wing's body verified to belong to Mr. Ho. And perhaps most important of all, you should consider the brilliant defense you've just heard. Defense that focuses not one bit on factual evidence, but simply implies that any guilty verdict would be a miscarriage of justice. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I'll repeat what I said earlier. Mr. McCann, you're a far better lawyer than I am, most certainly the best money can buy. I could never put forward such an argument, not in the face of the evidence and a murdered child. Thank you.
So a lot of you have been giving me shit for not coming to any of the hangouts lately and to anything that you guys have been inviting me to, and for just not being responsive online in general. And I did not want this to be a thing, but here we are, so I'm just gonna flat out fucking say it, and then we'll be over with it. the reason why I haven't been coming to any of the hangouts lately is because I think that you guys are fucking bums. Every single last one of you. Fucking losers, to be exact. And let me fucking finish. It doesn't make sense for you guys to be a part of my life and for me to be a part of yours, for that matter. There are just too many things that you guys do that I just don't understand to this day. You, Chris, for example, you make the same jokes since we were 15. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I never laugh at them. I always fake laugh. Every fucking time I do this, but you keep fucking doing them. And I'm not angry at you guys. I don't hold anything against you because you guys don't do it on purpose. And I've thought about this very, very deeply. It's just that you guys have all made the most out of this life. I realized it. You have capped your fucking potential. And that's fine. But my potential has yet to be fucking hit.
See, I know what you're doing there. You've made up your mind. And I'm not even sure if you really think that I did it, but you've made up your mind that this is how you're going to play this case, so it best serves yourself and your career. And you almost got me there. I almost believed that I could do such a thing. Cold-blooded murder. You know, I thought like a coping mechanism, like this is how trauma makes you forget horrible things that it... But no. No. Deep down inside, I know that I'm not capable of this. I'm not gonna confess to a crime that I didn't commit so that you can have your 5 minutes of fame and that you can be the one that made me confess. See, I'm never going to confess. I'm not gonna let my parents believe that their daughter killed a child. And even if that means that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in jail, I promise you, someday, the truth will come out. And people are gonna believe me. And they will listen to me. And they will believe me when I tell them what you did to me in this room.
Sir, I will eat no meat and I will not drink. Sir, if idle talk will once be necessary, I'll not sleep neither. This mortal house I will ruin. Do Caesar what he can. No, sir, that I will not wait pinioned at your master's court, nor once be chastised by the sober eye of dull Octavia. Shall they hoist me up and show me to the shouting varletry of censoring Rome? Rather a ditch in Egypt. Be gentle grave unto me. Rather on Nilus mud lay me stark naked, and let the waterflies blow me into abhorring. Rather make my country's high pyramids my gibbet, and hang me up in chains.
Let me see if I'm getting this straight. You show up at my house, find out where I live after 25, 26 years. I don't know. After some time you just stop counting. And you show up like this. Drunk, all messed up, acting like nothing happened. Asking for my help? What do you expect me to do to help you, to treat you like family? To hug you? To love you? Do you have any idea what you have done? When you disappear out of nowhere, when you vanish and leave them. I was 8 years old. You abandoned the family. I had to take care of Gabriel. Gabriel was 4. I was 8. I didn't even know how to take care of myself. I need to take care of a fucking drunk mom. I need to be a man at 8. And now you show up and asking for my help. What do you do? What do you expect me to do? This is so easy, isn't it? Now that I've achieved everything on my own, without any help, without your help, Dad. This is easy. This is easy. Out. Get out. There's nothing for you here. Do yourself a favor and remain invisible. Out. Get the fuck out!
It's been a particular week. My life, for some reason I've never been able to put my finger on, is filled with idiots. I sit on the bus, oh look, a bunch of idiots down the front. I get a job, oh look, half my coworkers are morons. I volunteer for the land care group, surprise, surprise, bunch of jackasses. The idiots fill my life at a density way above a probable rate, but this week takes the cake. I'll give you the highlights. We don't have time for everybody. A customer service person who only answered half my questions. Despite me telling her how frustrated I am at the half answers, you know what she said? I'm sorry, we're talking about a lot of things at once. There only were 2 things. A manager at work who spent 15 minutes in the meeting shitting on the business services unit. Thing is, prior to last week, he was the team's manager. You know the charity event I'm running? A volunteer offered to make calls to media outlets, help we desperately needed. She didn't do it. You know what the excuse was she gave? She rolled her ankle. Must be the foot she uses to make calls with, poor thing. Anywho, the issue is, I can't figure out which one is stupider. Must be the customer service person, right? Couldn't answer both my questions at once? Pathetic. But then, what kind of manager tells the whole branch how bad the team he was just managing is? What an admission of incompetence, clown. But then, who uses her foot as an excuse not to make phone calls? Can you imagine how embarrassed you'd be if you had a ridiculous excuse like that? What was she expecting me to do? Send her flowers? So which one is stupider? It seems that whoever I'm thinking of at the moment always comes out on top. My conclusion is that this is a case of Schrodinger's moron. They might be alive, they might be dead, but whoever you're thinking of at the moment is more a moron than all the other morons. What am I gonna do, huh? What am I gonna do?
I was 14. For some reason, my guidance counselor took an interest in me. Who knows what she saw in me wearing Barry's hand-me-down rugby shirts, but she entered me into a local beauty pageant. Bought me a nice dress and some makeup and everything. Got me all dolled up. It's a silly story. Well, the night of the pageant came, and, she tried to get my dad there, but of course he wouldn't. And then I won. I won. And they gave me this tiara, and I just remember getting home and being so proud, and there was Dad, sitting in his lazy boy, watching something funny on TV. Because he was laughing, just really in a good mood. So I waited patiently until the commercial, and then I walked up to him and I tapped him on the shoulder, ever so lightly. I showed him my tiara, my crown. And this part I'll never forget. He actually smiled at me. He touched my face and he said, "Are you my Miss America? Are you my little Miss Universe?" At that moment, I had his attention. And he was looking right at me. And I just remember thinking it was really weird because I never noticed how blue his eyes were before.
Have I brought Joe? Is that what you said? Have I brought Joe? Is that what you think I do? Bring him halfway around the world to see a woman who might not even be his mother? Make him take malaria pills? Make him sit on a plane for hours and hours? No, I haven't brought him. Funnily enough, he's with my mum. He's been with my mum a lot lately. Do you know how old my mum is? 65 years old. She shouldn't be looking after a 5-year-old. She shouldn't be picking him up from school, collecting him from school, giving him his tea, putting him to bed, bathing him while Dad gets left for the TV dinner. Well, aren't you going to say something? What? That's it? You're just going to stand there? Do you have any idea what you've done to us? Do you have any idea what you've done to Joe? He's lost his mum, hasn't he? He doesn't understand any of this. He thinks it's his fault. What am I supposed to say? Because I don't understand this either. Well, I don't believe this. What's going on, Jane? What's going on? I've had it with this. I've really had it with this. I'd rather have found you dead. I'd rather be identifying your body in some morgue, in some mortuary, than have you just standing there like this, standing there like nothing's happened. Are you seeing someone? Him, is it? Jungle Book boy. Are you pregnant? Were you pregnant? Because that's what she thought. She didn't say it, but she thought it. She thought you were pregnant and you had an abortion. Because if you did that, if you gave up our baby because you couldn't be bothered to bring up another kid, that could have been a brother or sister for Joe.
It's not OCD. I just have very particular tastes, and I like things done in a very specific way. And any deviations from my preferences are like an itch on the inside of my brain that gets worse and worse and worse until eventually I get my preferences met. But OCD, it makes me sound like a crazy person, you know? I'm trying this new thing with Ginny. That's my girlfriend. I've broken up with her a dozen times, but she keeps convincing me to get back together. And each time I fold, faster than that woman that works at the laundromat. The laundromat woman. She's a machine of folding perfection, an artist and a work of art at the same time. Anyway, this new thing with Ginny. You know how they say that change is as good as a holiday? It's a dumb expression because I hate the total disorder of holidays, but everyone tells me they're great and I should try to love them because what's the point of life if you can't enjoy a holiday, right? So I'm trying to treat Ginny's habits like I try to think about holidays. If I can learn to do with both, then I can live with fewer brain issues, and that's a good thing. So yeah. Ginny's clothes. Yeah, got a pile on the floor, and they're not sorted by size or color or clothing type, and they're not in any kind of pleasing geometric shape. And it's a change. It's cool. She packs the bowls, small, medium, small, big, medium, small, big, medium, just like you'd find them on holidays. Her folding the pages of books rather than using a bookmark or remembering where she's up to. Look, it's different. You know, it's not unfrowned decency, and putting the toilet paper in so that it comes out underhand instead of overhand. That's not the stupidest thing that a human could ever do. It's a change. It's a holiday. It's only toilet paper, and it doesn't matter in which manner it's dispensed because all that's happening is I'm wiping my bum with it, whether it's the right way up or the wrong way. Sorry, I gotta go bring my Ginny and fix the toilet paper and never go on another holiday ever again in my life.
I'm sorry, Mama. Sometimes I just can't control myself. I guess I just wanted someone to love me. She was so young. She smelled so good. And when she resisted me, I just couldn't control myself. I put my hands on her neck, and I just squeezed. I just couldn't stop. The next thing I knew, she wasn't breathing. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't mean to hurt her. I didn't mean to hurt her.
I just don't want to live with myself anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dad, I know we don't talk a lot anymore, but I've got some fucking news for you. Oh. I'm transitioning, Dad. Oh, fucking hell, man. Say it like you've got some fucking conviction. Listen, you old conservative fucking cunt. I'm fucking transitioning. That's all this fucking is. Hey, Dad. I'm transitioning. I'm transitioning. Dad, I know we don't talk a lot anymore. I'm transitioning. Oh, for fuck's sake, how are you fucking supposed to say this?
Oh, hello. Oh, nice to see you. How have you been? Yep. Sorry, you caught me in my dressing gown. It's, yeah. Look what I'm doing. I just made this. I just used to make these when I was a kid. And, yeah. How have you been? I'm okay. I can't complain. This is a... This is a... Where the... Who are you? No. I don't know you. I don't know you. Who are you? Don't you lie to me. Where the hell am I? Where? What's this? Who are you? Go away. Leave me alone. Where am I? I don't know this place. I don't want to be here. Where am I? Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Look what I made.
Well, Algernon, I think it is high time that this Mr. Bunbury made up his mind whether he was going to live or die. This shilly-shallying with the question is absurd. Nor do I approve in any way of the modern sympathy with invalids. I consider it morbid. Illness of any kind is hardly a thing to be encouraged in others. Health is the primary duty of life. I'm always telling that to your poor uncle, but he never seems to take much notice as far as any improvement in his ailment goes. Well, Algernon, If you are obliged to be beside the bedside of Mr. Bunbury, I have nothing more to say. But I would be much obliged if you would ask Mr. Bunbury from me to not have another relapse on Saturday, for I rely on you to arrange my music for me. It is my last reception, and one wants something that will encourage conversation, particularly at the end of the season when everyone has practically said whatever it is they had to say, which in most cases was probably not much.
Since I was a child, I've been your weapon. It was for redemption and for justice and peace. But now I need something. I just need to know why. Why? Why have you done this to me? If you want me to be some kind of curse, a plague to unleash upon this world, a sword to destroy your enemies, just say it. And I will. But say something. Talk to me, damn it! How many heretics have I slain for you? Hundreds, maybe more. Male, females, young and old. But never children. That isn't our way. So now why have you brought these brothers on my path? What should I do with them? Protect the innocents, so says your book. Obey God. Which commandment should I follow? I am lost. So answer me. And I will obey.
I have been studying how I may compare this prison where I live unto the world. And for because the world is populous, and here is not a creature but myself, I cannot do it. Yet, I'll hammer it out. My brain, I'll prove the female to my soul the father. And these two beget a generation of still-breathing thoughts. These same thoughts people, this little world, in humors like the people of this world, for no thought is contented. Thus, play I in one person many people, and none contented. Sometimes am I a king. Then treason makes me wish myself a beggar. So I am. Then crushing penury persuades me I was better when a king, so I am king again. And by think that I'm unkinged by Bolingbroke, and straight I am nothing. But whatever I am, nor I, nor any man, that but man is with nothing shall be pleased. till he be eased with being nothing.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined, all three, to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is all that forgot? All school days friendship, childhood innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. And so we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet a union in partition. Two lovely berries moulded on one stem. So with two seeming bodies, but one heart. Two of the first like coats and heraldry, due but to one and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
It was an amazing night. We slept together for the first time, and I couldn't sleep because of my pounding heart. Then I dropped off. We woke up with screams. There was an earthquake. We tried to reach the front door, but it's impossible, you know. The ground is like shaking like a cradle. When I reached for the door handle, which collapsed. I don't know how did it happen. I stuck under him. Couldn't move any part of my body. At first we were talking. Then he asked me if I want to throw pebbles to the sea. That time I understood that he is dying. I said yes. He said, look, I found one. And he passed away. I wish I just died with him.
Hello? Yeah, alright. I was trying to let you know that we got her. Yeah, monitoring guys went in to install the cameras and pulled her right out the family home. Don't worry, we got enough tape on her to secure a mad elephant. No, she's not a big fatty. Why would you ask me that? Because she's taped to a chair and the chair's taped to a column so she can't get away. Non-recyclable. I'm sorry. We kidnapped the boss's wife, and the thing that concerns you most is the environmental impact of 10 rolls of gaffer tape. Yeah, all right. Moving on from the fucking pandas, Brian. What do you want us to do about this coup? Dump her? Why the fuck would we dump her? Either we ransom her and keep the cash, or we use her to draw out the boss. So why in God's name would we dump her? Fake? Hang on a minute. Oi, love. Are you real or fake? Because Brian here seems to think you're fake. No. She's panic mumbling like a fucking champion, Brian. I'm pretty sure she's the real deal. Not his wife. What are you on about? She was making the man a ham and cheese sandwich in his kitchen. Ooh, and with proper cheese too. None of your cheap craft bollocks. They don't know each other. They're not married. He's rented his house out on Airbnb. So what you're telling me is that we've kidnapped some random fucking stranger then? Be the boss as condescending to thinking he's his wife by what? Renting his house out on Airbnb? Hang on a minute, let me check. Wait! .412 Bellevue Avenue, open plan kitchen, close to the beach. $8.80 a night. We got a fucking dumper. Yeah, she's a decoy wife. Yeah, all right. No one likes to smoke Susan, Brian. Get your ass down here. Yeah, we've got £110 a decoy wife and fucking £20 of gaffer tape to get rid of. Yeah, all right then. Well, why don't you bring some of your nice canvas bags with you then, yeah? Well, at least they're fucking recycled. Fuck.
Alrighty. That's it, folks. A huge congratulations to our global finals performers from the main professional category. This marks the end of our performances for this year. So a massive thank you to everybody who got involved in World Monologue Games, everybody who submitted, who qualified and went through to the regional finals, everybody from the globals, and very importantly, everybody who watched and, supported the event and supported our performers. So what I'm going to do now is make a change to the description of this video so that you will now have a link to the voting form. I have just done that, so that should now be live. If you're watching live, it just might take a moment to refresh, or you could just refresh the screen. So what you need to do if you'd like to vote is press the show more or see more button in the description of this video, and you will find a link to the voting form. It's only available for 48 hours from the end of this stream. And in the voting form, you get to select your 2 favorite performances from this show. They're not first and second, it's just equal first, your top 2. So just pop in your name and email address. We don't subscribe you or email you if you do not opt into our mailing list. Yeah, that's it. Just select your 2 favorites and press submit. And then what we do is we add up all of the votes as well as the judges' votes. And that helps determine who becomes the global champion for the main professional category this year. We will be announcing our winners this coming Wednesday, the 13th of November at 8 p.m. That's AEDT Sydney, Australia time. So if you'd like to see who is going to be the global champion and the gold, silver and bronze for not only the main pro category, but also the other 5 categories, the main amateur category, youth, endurance, sprint and tigers, then please join us at 8 p.m. this Wednesday to see who the winners are. And that's it. That is the end of World Monologue Games for this year. So once again, thank you so much for watching the event, supporting the actors, enjoying the performances and for being a part of it for all of you participants. We're really pleased with the amazing community that we've pulled together from around the world. You guys have been fantastic. It's just been a joy to have you, and that's enough waffling from me. So hopefully I will see you on Wednesday. Good luck to all of the performers. And just note that voting at the time I'm broadcasting is still open for the main amateur category and the youth category for the globals. So if you're interested in those shows as well, just find them on this channel or head to worldmonologuegames.com/watch. All right, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.